Wow. Okay. That's very fast.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Wow. There's 50 people here. Almost a full room in PICC. Okay. Let me show my screen first. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
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 Okay. I also have another monitor here just to look at the chat. Being very professional here. Okay, wait. Okay, everyone. Okay. Hey, I see everyone here. Okay. So can we start? Yes, okay. I see a lot of thumbs up. Okay. So hi everyone. Welcome. First of all, welcome to the workshop. Design with Confidence, a Canva workshop for non-designers. Fun fact, this is actually my first class. So I think a lot of you have already known who am I. I'll do a short introduction later also. So this is my first time doing it. So I hope everyone can get some valuable information from this workshop, and I just hope everyone have fun. And it's gonna be a very light session. It won't be super technical, but I'm sure that everyone will learn something from here. So before we start, some housekeeping rules. So this session is actually recorded for HRD accreditation. So for information, I've just gotten certified as a trainer. So I'll need this session to be recorded to be submitted as one of my accreditation. So the second is very generic lah. Just respect everyone's question and ideas. This is a safe space, so everyone feel free to interrupt me by turning on your mic or just typing in the chat, because I have another monitor here just to look at your chat. So feel free to ask any questions during the entire presentation, and let's keep it engaging now. And number four, just keep your mic muted unless you want to say something. Okay, this is a safe space. So before we start, guys, maybe you can download the slides here. You can scan the QR code, or let me share the link to you. Okay, let me share it in the chat here. Can you guys see it? So this will be the slides that I'm using today. Yes, okay, I see One City saying yes, right? Has everyone gotten it? All right. So, and one more, before I start, one more. So I hope some of you can turn on your camera, but if that's not applicable, it's fine, because sometimes it feel very lonely presenting alone. I don't see any faces here. So it's just a small request, but if you guys aren't available, that's totally fine. Right, let's start. So hi everyone again. My name is Chong, but please just call me Onion. So why Onion? I think the Chinese will know lah, like Guan Chou will know, because Chong is actually onion in Chinese. So some of my friends in my primary school, they just started calling me Onion because they can't remember my name. They think my name is too complicated for some reason, so they just say Onion, Onion. Huh? I'm like, huh? What do you mean? Something like that. So yeah, so just call me Onion. Right now I'm a marketing lead at the company 24 Consulting with Tuan Ali Reza and Fahim. So my responsibility here is mostly social media, website, and marketing and design. So anything that you see on our website, anything you see on the flyers, posters, or our social media is all handled by me lah. Okay, very proud to say that. So I just want to start this session off by saying you are a designer. So I think a lot of you won't agree, or you may not have thought of it that way. Because if you think of it, so when I started my career, what I think I'll do is actually create marketing plans, because I was a marketing intern at a startup, and all I thought I need to do is, oh, I need to type a lot of things. I need to do this copywriting, do that, plan, do that, all the analytics things. But turns out, that's not the case, because 70% of my time, I'm actually designing stuff. As you can see here, on the top, I have designed posters, I've designed business cards, I've designed like a walking board. If you take a look on the top right corner, it's like a lot of designing stuff is going on in my career. And if you see on the bottom, later on, I moved on to designing buntings and also even websites. So I realized like, why am I doing so much designing stuff? Because I'm not a designer. Like my JD, my JD is not written as designer. My JD is written as marketing. And usually if you see in the industry of marketing, right, they won't put like, you need to design posters, because that felt like a requirement for everyone, which I didn't understand at that time. But I quickly realized that, actually the execution is very important, and a lot of things without design is not applicable, because you just can't communicate messages just like that. I think everyone here can relate, right? We all have something to design. For people working in UMSA, we have a lot of people here from UMSA. You guys need to create slides and workbook, right? Or need to create some education materials for your students. And I actually seen some people from MOH joining in. So for nurses or doctors, you may think your job is just to serve your patients, but sometimes without a help of designer, you need to do something yourself. And you may need to create a poster for like a upcoming promotion or something like that. Or if you're working in law firms, you need to create some reports also. So everyone is actually a designer, actually, right? So I came to this conclusion that all messages need to be designed before it is communicated. Okay, for example, this presentation here, I've written a lot of things at the back end in the Google Docs, but I can't just present that to you, because you won't, first of all, you won't focus, and second of all, it's just too much information, right? So, all right, oh my God, we have 84 people here. So thank you everyone for joining. For those who have just joined, welcome to the session here. So for today's agenda, there will be 5 main modules. The first one is understanding the key design principles. So I think some of you, I already have exposed to this topic from me, like for example, Team UMSA as well as Team JDN. But feel free, just bear with me, because I need to let everyone know about these 5 design principles also. So for the ones who have already known, you can do a revision with me lah. So the second one is creating a great design workflow. Third one, I will ask everyone to come see my demonstration on Canva, and hopefully you have some time to try it out yourself also. And number 4 is developing a design mindset. And number 5 is design action. So at the end, I will be doing some demonstration on how you can practice Canva and how you can practice creating great designs. And we'll have only one break in the middle, which is 10:45 and until 11. So at the end of the session, right, we will not only give you a certificate, but also a surprise at the end. All right. So before we start, can I get everyone to say okay in the chat? Thank you, Pong. Thank you so much. Oh, I see a lot of reactions. Okay, I want to see everyone's engagement here, because later I will ask a lot of things from you, so you just answer questions. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Pan Rosana. Thank you. Nice. Okay, Onion. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I love this. All right, let's start. By the end of the workshop, you will not only identify and apply the key design principles, but also use Canva to become a better designer. All right. First activity, guys, which one is nicer here? So I want you guys to put in your name in the chat and also dash A or B. So which one is nicer in your opinion? Any answer is okay. let, let me see. Okay. A. Wow, a lot of A's. Okay. B. Sabrina is B. A. Jasmine is B. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the answers, everyone. As you can see, guys, we have different opinions, right? And why is that? Because both of them is great design, but design is all about emotions. It's tied to us. So for example, if I like Marvel, Avengers topic will always resonate with me. But if someone likes Disney, the B design will resonate with them more. So design is very subjective. We can't say a good design is good for everyone or a bad design looks bad for everyone. So taste is very personal. But today, what we are going to learn is, although taste is very subjective, there are underlying principles that guide effective design. So there are some rules that we can follow to at least make it a very standard design, make it look clean, make it look applicable for everyone. Okay, let's start. So the first module, understanding the 5 key design principles. So, I want everyone to read this phrase in your mind. Apa cantik harus pandai. Wow, it doesn't make sense, but I'll show you what does it mean. Apa ni? Encik Ali cakap apa ni? Okay, so the first design principles is alignment. So apa lah, A lah. Okay. So what does alignment do? Alignment makes your design clean and tidy, give it a professional look. So guys, I think everyone here can relate because when you are doing documents, you always have to justify the thing, right? Or you need to center the document, or you need to align left, right. Actually, that is design. That is the first step of design, because even in documents where you don't necessarily need to design stuff, you are already doing some adjustment, and alignment is very important. So this is what I mean. If you look at the design on the left, right, it's very kabut. Like everything is out of place. But without knowing these design principles, you wouldn't know why. But right now, if you look at it, you understand that maybe it's the alignment that is the problem. So on the right, we try to fix the alignment. Everything is in the middle. The big TTT training program, the text and led by me, everything is centered in the middle. And if you see the elements on the bottom, they are aligned on the same wavelength. So immediately the design looks more cleaner, right? So this is the power of just alignment. So we didn't fix anything here. We didn't add images. We didn't add elements or anything. So by only fixing the alignment, it makes your design clean. So this is a very common mistake within non-designers when doing design, because without knowing the principles, I see a lot of people, they don't get the idea that you need to align something together. So this is the first step of design principles. So if you have notes, you can write it down, okay? So the second one, cantik, so is C. So it's contrast. So I think everyone knows contrast here. If you do photo editing, you know lah, you have to adjust the contrast, right? So what does contrast mean? It basically means it will, how will you stand out from the design? So for example, on the image on the right, if you see a white background, you have to put a dark text to create contrast between them, right? And the second one is you have a dark background, you will need a light text to create contrast. It may seem that it is common sense, right? But it's actually also a very common mistake that everyone do. Like for example, when you are using a very dark color background, someone will still try and use some dark color text because they want to, maybe that's what they like, but they didn't realize that, actually this is not readable. So this is what I meant. If you look at the example on the left, you will see that, why the design, why I can't see the text? Like you need to squint your eyes like that to see the text. So this is a very good example of bad contrast, right? And if you look at the design on the right, everything immediately pops up. So you don't even have to think of the color combination right now. It's more like light and dark. Can anyone get it? So
Yes.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the response. Thank you so much. I feel very lonely right now, looking at the screen myself. So contrast is the second step. Make sure that you have always create contrast between everything. So contrast doesn't only have color, because other than color, we have elements, right? So it goes to my third point, hierarchy. So hierarchy is harus lah, H lah. So hierarchy organize information so viewers know where to look at first. So like every company, the first thing people look at is the boss or the CEO, right? Then they will say, oh, who's the managers? Who's the executive? So it's the same in design. So you have to emphasize something in the design. You can't make everything equally important. Then people won't know where to look at. So in the next slide, I want you guys to take 5 seconds just to read it and tell me if it is what it is written in the slides. Okay, I want you to reply yes if you think you have read it in the same order. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Is it yes, guys? Okay, I see a lot of yes, Fahim. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yes, okay, nice, everyone. So this is just proving my point that lupa baca yang atas. Yes, correct. You almost forgot to read the last text because the importance is just so well structured here. You read the first thing first, then the second, the third, and the last. So it's the same idea when you are creating design. You don't want everything to feel the same. Then your viewers won't know where to look at. So for example, hari ni kalau I nak promote this webinar, I nak cakap designer course for non-designers. I nak the text the biggest in the poster. I tak nak like my date is the biggest, although it is important, but the topic is more important because people won't get interested looking at the date. They will get interested at looking at your topic because that's what is determining them to want to join or not. Okay. So this is my example here, hierarchy. So if you look at the text on the left, it's exactly what I said, right? Everything sama je. The bold is the same, the font is the same, and you can't see like where do I look at first, right? But if you look at the text on the right, the first thing, why get certified, immediately you know, okay, the bottom one is all the point form under the big title. So it's very easy to read. right? And also most of the time, when we are doing designing, I believe, oh my God, there's hundreds, 11 people here. Oh, hi everyone. So for the ones who have just joined, welcome to the workshop. So right now we are talking about hierarchy. So when you are doing designs, right, we have to understand that most people nowadays, especially in the era of social media, I'm Gen Z. I'm born with the social media time. So not right. I think the Gen Alpha is the one who's born with social media. But if you guys have noticed, right, time has really changed from looking at designs because people's attention span is very low. What does that mean? Last time, YouTube, when YouTube was popular, all videos were long form, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right? But right now, with the thing like TikTok, shorts, reels, people can watch a video like for 30 seconds and you can always scroll, scroll, scroll. I think everyone can relate to that, right? But designer has always been this way, because there won't be people looking at a poster like very long. So when you walk across the street or anything, right, immediately when you see the poster, if the first second it didn't catch your attention, you probably won't look at it again, right? I think everyone can relate here. As same as billboard, like the big billboard lah, the companies pay at the roadside. You won't, if it's not intriguing your interest, you won't look at it again. Like you will think this is some boring thing. So that is the power of design, and that's why hierarchy is important. So you make sure you highlight the text that you want it to be known for the most. Okay. So the fourth one, pandai lah. Okay, pandai P, proximity. So proximity is a very hard word. I think most of us won't use the word here, and most of us maybe haven't even heard the word. Same like me lah, before I've learned the principles. So proximity is just one word in Malay, kumpulan. So proximity is basically grouping things together. I think everyone here, you guys probably already know, but you didn't realize that you are using it. For example, this is not even design. This is just point forms only. You see, 3 traits a trainer must have, 3 learning styles. But if you look at the bottom here, you don't even know which one belongs to which one, right? It's very hard to understand. It's very messy. But the same thing, right now, I will turn it to this. You see, immediately, you understand, this is the 3 traits that someone needs to have. This is 3 learning styles. So this is the power of proximity. Can everyone get this? Can I get a yes if you get this? Or can I get a no if you think this is very complicated? Yes, yes. Good, nice. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, I see a lot of thumbs up here. So yes, okay. Great. So the fifth one is white space. And white space is usually the most important one, but the most ignored. You know why? Why? Because people always, when we're doing design, right, people always think that we need to fill up a lot of things there. And usually when we are doing design, there's a lot of things that we want to include. I think that's one of the common mistake that people do also. So for example, if I want to create a poster, I have the dates, I have the location, I have the link, I have the QR code, I have the title, I have my logo. Okay, that is the standard lah. But someone might think, but I want to include this lah. I want to include like the 3 points where you can learn the most. I also want to include the 3 trainers that I'm covering, and I want to include like, oh my God, so many benefits, right? I think everyone here struggles with that also. And that's why we need to pick and choose something, because like what we have mentioned just now, people's attention span is very low nowadays. It is incredibly low. So for example, you want to include so many things, right? Everything will be cluttered. the design will be like, wow, so many things going on. So you don't know where to look at. And the first second, immediately, your viewers are gone because they don't know what you are trying to say to them, right? So white space is not only space, but it is also space for people to breathe and also for people to push attention to each other's side. So what I mean by that? So I want you guys to look at white space as it is pushing your attention to the other side. So I want everyone to look at me here. Everyone can look at me, right? Okay, so there's things around my back, right? So this is my white space, right? So, but if you notice when I move here, you will still look at me, right? And although there's a lot of things here going on, this is still white space. You see, if I'm at the right corner or the left corner here, your attention is immediately looking at me, right? So it's the same as doing design. When you have space, don't think like, oh, a bit rugi lah, didn't use that space, because every space is a very valuable real estate. You don't want to waste it, or you don't want to overuse it. Okay, so guys, white space don't have to be white. White space just means a space there, so it push your attention to the side. You see here, although it's black, it's still white space because you are still immediately looking at the text on the bottom left. Okay, this is the power of white space. So let's recap. So the first thing is alignment. So upper. So the second one is contrast. Remember, creating contrast, the colors, everything. Cantik lah, contrast is cantik. Then hierarchy, emphasizing important things. Harus. Then proximity is grouping things together, right? What is this? What is this in point forms? Then the last one is white space. So wow lah. It doesn't make sense lah. I think when I creating this, I'm like, apa ni? I pun recommend to Encik Ali, right? And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. Apa cantik harus pandai. Okay, I don't know if you guys will write this down in your notes or not, but I think it's quite funny lah. Maybe someone can use this as a guide. So until now, is there any questions here? Is there any question here until the 5 design principles? I want to see everyone typing in the chat. If you have question, feel free to ask. No question. If there's no question, I want everyone to type understood. 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 I want everyone to type understood. Understood. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh my God, we have 135 people here. Understood. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So since you guys don't have any questions, let's put you guys onto a test. So the activity. So I think the ones who have joined our class would have known, but let's leave the chance to the ones who have just firstly known this idea of 5 design principles. So before we even start, right, when you learn the 5 design principles, one practice you can do is find it in everywhere, in every design that you see. Okay, so guys, can I get someone to answer in the chat, or if you want to voice out also can. So where is the alignment here in this design? I've shown this design in the Avengers, right? So Avengers hate Marvel. Okay. Asnu is ahead of us. Tuan Asnu is ahead of us. He's saying Avengers is the biggest, then Marvel, then May. Okay, so what about, okay, let's go one by one first. Alignment. Where is the alignment here, guys? Any alignment here you guys can see? The top words, yes, correct. Yes, Puan Nurul is correct. So if you see the top left, it's aligned at the same length, right? Correct. Left and right. Yes, correct. And if you see, guys, the Robert And until the Avengers here is also aligned together. If you see the Samuel Jackson until here also aligned, right? Star names, yes, alignment proximity. Okay, point not sure how that is correct also. That was bleeding. Yes, bleeding is the same idea because when you are doing bleeding, so is anyone who doesn't know what is bleeding, right? Bleeding is basically when you are printing stuff, you have a bleed, right? You have to have like a dot 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 dot. So basically the printer need to cut that part off. So it's very, these principles are all shared across everything. So thank you for all the Tangan Iron Man, someone says. So thank you for our answer. So the alignment here, if you can see, there's actually a lot of alignment here. The thing in the middle also, you see, May, Ford, Marvel is also aligned. Okay. So what about contrast here, guys? Is there any contrast here? Colors pop out the Avengers word. Itu tak blend tak? Yes, title, right? Puan Nurul said title because the title, the background is very dark. The title, dates, yes, correct. So if you see, the text here is very poppy. Like you don't need to squint your eyes to look at it, right? The contrast is very obvious here. But if you guys see, there's a very bad contrast here. Do you guys see the bad contrast here or not? Even with the best design, you can see some flaws or just according to the design principles. Where, okay, everyone say yes. Where is it? Where is the bad contrast here? Where is the bad contrast here? The cloth. Someone said, text bawah tu. Yes. Tuan Azno is correct. So if you guys see, the text here, very hard to read lah. Text banyak, right? Like that is a very good example of even at the very high level designer, you can see some flaws. But from in my perspective, too wordy. Someone says too wordy. So in my perspective, it is not their fault that they want to use. If you see okay, so for anyone who hasn't noticed yet, the text here at the bottom here is all like the collaborating organizations like who work together to create this Avengers movie. So here you can see they purposely use a very darker color also that blends with the background, so which makes it very hard to read. But that is just them fulfilling the requirement of putting the names in. Like memang lah, their boss say we need to put this thing in because they are our collaborating partners, but we don't want to highlight them. And that's why at the design principles, we can adjust the contrast to be a little more lesser, so it won't be emphasized so much, right? Understood. Okay, someone say understood. Everyone understood. Everyone understand my point of view. So when you understand the key design principles, you can adjust it. So maybe lah, use it cakap ni, the text, your name there, you don't want to highlight it too much. Maybe the contrast can be a little lesser or can be smaller. Okay. So after contrast, we have, what do we have? The third one. The third one. What's the third design principles, guys? H. Yes, H, hierarchy. So where's the hierarchy here? So everyone, what word do you see the first word that you see when you're looking at this design? Which the first word? Title. Someone say title. Avengers. Correct. So if you guys see Avengers first, right? And that's because the hierarchy is there. The first word is Avengers. Then the second one, you will see the small date down there. Then you will see the text on the top. So of course the hierarchy here, I didn't include the actors here because I tak tahu apa you suka lah. Maybe you like Iron Man ke, you like Scarlett Johansson ke, right? So I'm just giving you an example of hierarchy here. So the fourth one, proximity. So guys, where is the proximity here? Just now, actually, someone already mentioned it in the chat. Where's the proximity here? Yes, I heard someone saying something. Tulisan banyak bawah tu, betul, correct. And what about the actor's name here? Number 3. Yes, correct. Number 3. Okay, great job, everyone who did it. So the ones who answered it was correct. So proximity, when you put actor's name, put them together. You can't just put actor's name, there's suddenly a logo there. It will be kind of weird. Same thing as the bottom, all the collaborative organizations are there. So grouping together makes it easy. So the last one and the hardest one, guys, is there any white space here? Is there any white space here in the poster? Someone said building. Okay. Building below name. Anyone? The sky. Yes, for him. Okay, actually, both people under the okay, yes. Okay, Iron Man is not the white space here because Iron Man is also the emphasis here in the poster. So the ones who have answered building and below name and the sky is correct. So if you guys see, actually it's very noisy here. So when we say noisy in design, it means like a lot of things going on. Okay. Or someone say ground white space. To be fair, the white space here is very little, but there is still things here. Because if you see the skyscraper here, the building, the sky here, although it's very noisy, it is still nothing emphasized there. It's just the background. So they don't want you to see that. They want you to see the characters. They want you to see the Avengers word. They want you to see the actor's name. Yes, correct. Space between actor name and Iron Man. Yes. So I want everyone to understand that you can actually find the 5 design principles here. So, someone asked, other recording tak nanti? Okay, we actually will record the video and for my accreditation. So I'll discuss with my team, Ali and Fahim, and hopefully we can also share the recording to everyone who has attended the session also. So if you actually want to have the recording, I hope everyone can stay until the end of the session, because not only that we will be giving out the slides, we also be giving out something special for everyone to take back home today lah. Okay. Well, we have 145 people here today. So until white space, is there anyone who has any questions in this thing? So I just want to prove everyone that you can actually find the design principles in everything here. In every design that you see, you can find the 5 design principles. Okay, so by following these 5 design principles, right, your design will shine. Okay, the design will shine. What it means is your design will immediately look good. So if today you haven't learned about the 5 design principles and you apply it immediately, you will see a very significant change in your design. So someone was late. What is the purpose of white space? So white space is very simple. White space is basically, for example, in this slide here, although there's a lot of things going on, right? But what I want you to see is the text here. So if you see there's not much elements going on the side, and that is white space. White space doesn't have to be white. So for example, the example that I've given just now, if you look at me here, although there's some cupboard behind me or there's some lights going on here, but they are still white space because there's not much things going on. But guys, if I put like this, there's not much white space in this, right? Because I have the bottle here, I have this bag here. So you don't know what I'm trying to emphasize here. So same thing, if I move it here, you can see that here's a lot of space. So basically white space is to push your attention to the other side. Okay? Is that clear? Go Lian, right? Is that clear for you? Okay, yes, thank you. So until now, is there any questions? Because if there's no questions, I'll move on to the second module already. Any questions, guys? Just feel free to ask, because I will always try to attend to everyone's question. No questions. All right. So I actually want to skip the slide until the end, because I want to show you guys some tips you can actually try it out yourself. So guys, if you don't mind, can you grab something beside you? Just grab anything. Just grab anything beside you and show. I see some of you is turning on your camera, right? Oh, okay. Ali is showing the phone. Ali is showing the phone. Okay, what else? Okay, I see Mama Azri is showing an apple. Apple is quite hard lah. Apple is quite hard. So anything that you see. Oh, good, good, good. All right. So if you see, guys, I want you guys to practice finding the design principles here. So if you see, I have this deodorant. I use this deodorant now. So how can I practice the 5 design principles? Like just now, I simply find a poster and I can identify it, right? So this is how you find also. You work for an Nivea. I don't have commission also. So you see this Nivea, you can see alignment. Here, right? It's aligned in the middle. Is there contrast? Yes, you can see the text clearly. Is there proximity? Yes, the details are at the bottom. Is there proximity? They group it together. Is there white space? Yes, there's a lot of white space here. So that's how you can practice. That's how you can practice. Even Tupperware here also can, you see, alignment. So that's how I practice every time. But you have to practice it in actively at the first, because you won't be able to immediately this, because there's a lot going on. So try and practice everything, because I also want to emphasize this also. The things that's around us are like the bottles that we use, the phone that we use, the tissue, even the tissue box that we use, guys. It's all the big brands out there that is the closest to us. So we need to learn from them, right? All the things in your room, it's all the big brands. We won't use the small, we will use small brands. I mean, what I mean is, if you are using it, most likely you like it or it is close to you. So try and learn from them. Okay. If there's no questions, let me move on to the second module here. Okay. How can we decide on the alignment, whether better at the center or side? So again, design is very subjective. And another thing is, it depends on your goal. So if you see here, since everything is on the middle, right? To be honest, even if I put a line left, still okay, right? It still looks okay, to be honest. Because if I put here also, but if I put like a line to here, it's a bit weird already. So it depends on your goal, and it depends on what is the context of your design. But it is very hard for me to give you a very strict instructions, like you should go left or you should go middle, because it very depends on the context of your design, whether is it a poster, whether is it a document or anything. But hopefully moving forward in this session, you will kind of get some idea and try and I'll give you some guides that you can use later also. Okay, so since everyone has learned the 5 design principles, do you think right now it's easy to create the design? Can I see someone in the chat here? So let's say your boss cakap, buat satu poster for me in 5 minutes. Okay, hard or easy? Everyone, can I see you type in the chat, easy or hard? Since you have understood the 5 design principles. Easy. Someone say easy. Okay. Someone say easy. Can you use Gen AI tak? Just use Canva template. Can you use Gen AI tak boleh? Your boss cakap no budget for you to use ChatGPT. So it's actually very hard to create designs based on just principles, because you have to think everything on your own. 5 minutes not enough. Depend on the requirement. Yes, correct. So when we are receiving tasks, I'm actually very serious when I'm talking about this, because when we are creating design, most of us start from a blank canvas like this, right? Because we are trying to think, okay, what designs can we do? What colors can we use? What fonts? A lot of things going on, and our mind usually go blank. So, and usually, when we are doing design, there's two main challenges that we need to overcome. First is it's very time consuming. It's very hard to create designs, to be honest. And the second one is no idea. And no idea is the worst because when you have no idea and you have no guidance, you try and create it on your own. But we are not designers, so we don't have the experience to create on our own. But most of the time, we try ourselves. So for everyone who said templates, congratulations, you have actually reached the next level. Because templates is something that has existed for so long, but it's so underrated. And that's why I want to say, that's why I want to move on to my second module, creating a great design workflow. Okay, so a well thought out workflow saves time and ensures your design communicates effectively. So when you are doing a design, before you even design, you have to ask yourself these 5 questions. And these 5 questions are, a lot of people will just ignore it. But it is the most effective and most efficient if you try and understand this first. So what's the objective? Who is your target audience? And where will the design be used? This is very important also. I'll elaborate more later. And what content do I need? And what reference can I use? Okay, let me explain more. So for example, if you are doing a flyer, the title is something like workflow for a flyer. You have to understand what is the objective. So maybe the flyer is to promote a 50% discount. And right now you have to decide who's the audience. Is the design for teachers? Is the design for nurses? Right? You have to understand this first. And the fourth one is platform. And this is the most critical one because if today you receive a task and you don't know where will it be shared, you start to create a design on an A4 paper, A4 canvas. Then when after you have done, you finish everything, right? Then suddenly your boss say, "Eh, I nak share dekat Instagram lah." Then you immediately realize, "Oh my god, I cannot share it at Instagram because A4 is very long," right? I think a lot of people face this problem also when you don't specify what's the dimensions. It's very hard for someone to just create a design. Okay, even designers that I've worked with, they'll start the design first. Then I'm saying, hey, but did you ask that? I'll ask her, hey, did you ask where will it be shared or not? Then she say no. I'm like, then you need to revise it later, right? It's very wasting a lot of time. Okay. Then the fifth one is the content. So what do you want to write? 50%, your first step, call to action, right? What's the call to action? Like call to action means like you nak ada satu link for them to click or not, or you have a QR code for them to scan or not, or you want them to follow your Instagram, right? Every design there's a purpose. And the last one is also finding reference, which I will elaborate more later. Okay. So I want everyone to screenshot this, or you can just take it from your take it from the slides that I've shared earlier lah. So for the ones who have not gotten the slides, let me share the link again in the chat. I hope I can find it. It's very long here. Oh, it's already pinned. It's already it's not pinned yet. Okay, right. I've just shared it here. So I want you guys to use this template when you are designing something. Just try and practice it first. You don't have to strictly follow it, but try and practice this this workflow. Okay. So, is there any questions here? Do you guys think this is useful? Do you guys think this is useful? Type yes if you think it is, and give me a thumbs up or anything. Because I actually created this template for you guys because I felt like a lot of the time. Oh, I see a lot of thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yeah, very useful. Thank you so much. Because I see a lot of the times very two. So I see a lot of the times I fell into the trap of trying to design something from scratch. or I try to do things very not organized. And it's sometimes it's just very hard to work with it. And I just want everyone to know, like, hey, actually there's a workflow that you can follow. Because when you have confirmed this workflow, you can make the design easier. Okay, so the second step, once you have you have all the content you have, right? Find references and inspirations. And this is such a common practice in the design space. I've actually worked with fun story. I've actually worked with a lot of photographers, videographers, and also designers. And one thing I found in them, their traits is when they are proposing something, they will always say, "Okay, I want something like this." I don't know if anyone here has that habit also. So when they say, like, I want to do a photo shoot, they will show like a photo shoot they like lah. They say, okay, today's shoot, it will be something like this. So they are getting inspired. Although they are in the creative space, they are still using templates and references. So for example, putting back to our application here, when we are creating a design poster, so let's say it's a poster for maybe a nurse school or something like that. Then I'll go Google lah. I go type nurse school poster design. Then I look at what people design first. Instead, that is the better way. Instead of you just start designing, because you don't know what's the standard, or like what are people doing. Because when you search on platforms like Google, you are immediately knowing, hey, oh, this big brand is doing this. So you can follow them, you can learn from them. It's very it sounds very obvious, but it's actually not a common practice outside of the creative space. So there's a few websites that you can go. First is Behance, second is Pinterest, and third is, of course, Google lah. And there's a lot more out there and that you can find. So basically, before you start a design, go and find it first. Go and find, like, what are people doing first. Get inspired. Okay. Then this is an example. Okay, so when I was working in this startup, right, they sell vegan burger, very expensive, 20 ringgit something, so I cannot afford. Then they like it's very hard lah. Then they say, hey, Onion, I nak buat ni. Oh, they are Chinese, sorry. They say, hey, I want to do this mix and match promotion for ourselves also. Then same thing like the creative space, they say, something like McDonald's they did lah. So I'm like, okay, so I need to do design for this. But at first, same thing, because before this, I'm an intern, so I tak tahu tau. So I'm like, wow, so many design work I need to do. So I started creating design. Then my supervisor say, why not you try and find some inspiration online? Then I go and search mix and match promotion. Then I immediately see, alamak, McDonald dah buat lah. So why do I have to create something myself? Why not I improve on their version, right? So same thing, I took their idea, you see, put our branding inside, change it to our food. Their CTA is what? Their like big thing is like what, 75 cents or something. Then ours is a QR code. So you see, I try and improve from the template. And that is a very common practice here also. So that's what photographers do also lah. I want to do this, but I want my mom to be the model. I want it to stand out a bit more. It's the same thing as design. When you are doing slides, find someone who have done it, right? Or when you are doing posters, you are doing flyers, find someone who have done it and improve on their versions, or put your thoughts and design into it. Okay. And the third one is, as a lot of people have mentioned in the chat here, is to use templates. And this is the reason why today's topic is about Canva, because Canva is there's a lot of free templates out there that is already created by designers that you can use immediately. So use templates. It is the most useful thing that you can do when you are in the stage of learning to design. using a template is the fastest, because if you notice the templates here, they already follow the design principles and you don't have to worry about that. So what you can do is just to customize them. And the next level is to change the template, or you want to add more things and you know what looks good, what looks bad. Okay, so this is an example. So if you look at the template on the left, it's a template I found on Canva lah. So there's like phones there. I felt like, hey, this looks quite nice. So at that time, 24 Consulting was still promoting these courses. So Encik Ali cakap lah, help me do the poster on this for a brand. So I'm like, okay. Then I go find template. Then I'm like, hey, this looks good. Okay, so why not I put my image inside here. Then I change my text. Then I add my logo, add a CTA there. So it looks quite good, right? But for non-designers, like, to be honest, guys, we won't think of putting a phone there, sengat, right? Like, it's out of our creativity space. Like, we won't think of, we have to put a phone there to put something there, because usually we'll think, okay, maybe we need to add this there, add this, that. So there's a lot of creative thing that we can learn from references and also templates. Okay. So of course, the third one is to apply the 5 design principles. So if you have noticed, the templates, they are already using it. And for most things that you can find online, most probably they are using the 5 design principles also. Okay. So is there any questions here? For the second part, creating a design workflow, is there any questions here? Can I get a thumbs up if it's all good, or can I get someone to say something, type in the chat? Okay, a lot of thumbs up. Okay, good. So, Faham, okay, nice. Okay, so if you notice, right, guys, when I see design, I think I'm in the same shoes as everyone in the room here, because our designation, I've seen the list. I've seen the list who have signed up here. There's there's the boss, there's managers, there's executive, but there's no designers here in this room. Like, there's no designation as designer. So most of us, right, our job of designing is just a tool for us to communicate message. So I see design as a marketing background. I see design in a very marketing way. I think everyone should also. So I think a lot of designs they start from not just starting on the canvas. A lot of the design starts from communication. So for example, why this template is useful here is because most of the time when we are receiving tasks or we have something to design, it's most probably there's a purpose behind it, and there's a motive behind it. So the design starts from communication, because if you can't communicate that motive or that objective to the audience, then the design is rugi lah. Like, it didn't communicate the message, because designing is a very complicated process. Can everyone relate to that or not? Because even when I'm designing these slides, I think everyone here designs slides, right? I think everyone here somehow in in life, right, has to present something. So when yes, not easy at all, right? So, and also sometimes people think designing is very easy, and it's just like, hey, I just want to do this. Why is it so hard? Because when we are trying to communicate a message, there's a flow, like, for example, these slides that I put on, I've spent so many days just to work on this slide, and I'm thinking, okay, what's the title? Okay, what's the module that is useful for my audience, that is applicable and relevant to them? And what resources can I provide to my audience? And how can I ensure there's engagement with my audience? And I have to show that in the slides. And that's the designing part. So designing is actually communicating things, but you have to make it very intuitive, and that is very hard, right? So I hope today I can help you somehow guide you through the process lah. Here. Okay. Okay, I see some love. Okay. Thank you, Wafa. So let's move on to module 3, navigating Canva's essential tools. I think I'm quite early here. We still have a lot of time. So why not, everyone, we can explore these tools together. And that's the thing about virtual training lah. I can't see everyone's action. Maybe some of you are using phone. Can I get everyone to type whether are you using laptop or phone here in the chat? Are you using phone to watch the stream, or are you using laptop to trying out? Okay, I see phone. I see phone from my laptop, iPhone, project. Oh, projector. Oh, nice, huh? Okay. Wow. Hi, in front of the projector. Hi. Okay, desktop and phone, Android je. Tak apa. So for the ones who are on phone, don't worry, you can still see my demonstration. But for the ones, ambil gambar yang guna projector tu. Okay. So for the ones who are using phone, right? Don't worry. This session is built for me to demonstrate the things for you. And since there will be recording, hopefully there will be recording sent to everyone at the end. You can still watch back the thing and learn from yourself when you have your laptop here. So can I, sorry, I forgot to mention this. So why Canva, guys? Can I know why, how do you guys know Canva in the chat? Can I know why do you guys know Canva? So for me, right, I started using Canva like during uni. Anak, someone say anak. Okay, for my daughter, from a news, fucking from news, for my daughter. Okay, when I was a uni student, I like to use PowerPoint. I don't know anyone here likes to use PowerPoint or not. Friendly use for my boss. Gen Z, my office users it. Okay, right now you can beat the Gen Z. Trust me, from the class, from MBA class, since college. That is very relatable because same as me, always use PowerPoint. So okay, so short story. When I was when I was in uni, I really like PowerPoint because one thing that PowerPoint allows me to do is I can animate each element at one time. So I can pop, 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 pop like that. In Canva, you can't do that. So, and also one thing lah, last time lah, I was a bit stubborn. So I think PowerPoint is the best because you can actually create so much things there. But my friend is like, why don't you use Canva? It's so much easier. I'm like, Canva is for losers lah. I'm like, Canva is for losers lah. PowerPoint gang. Then suddenly but one day the assignment they requires us to use Canva. So I'm like, okay, let's try. Then I'm like, then my friend is like, click, 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 template, put text, put text, put text. Then he's like, done. I'm like, huh? Done already? Sure. Then he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, now you regret. Yes, correct. So back then, that was the time when I started thinking, actually Canva is very good. And sometimes we have this ego of trying to do things more difficult. I don't know if that's applicable to everyone or not. Like the things that is easy, we think like that's worthless. But that's not the case with Canva because it's so much easier. Like you just use templates, you can just customize it and it's done. Canva ada AI image juga. Yes, correct. So Canva is such a modern tool. So that was back then. So it was like 5 years ago since I started using Canva until today. So I never went back to PowerPoint anymore. So my students nowadays use Canva for presentation. Yes, correct. So there's still a stigma here. So stigma means like there's still a bad perspective of Canva also until now. Like people say, why you use Canva? I use Illustrator. I use Photoshop. Stop using Canva. Canva is for losers. There's still a thought like that in the world, but there's different use cases for Canva. So let me terangkan more. So Canva is a very user-friendly graphic design tool for non-designers and professionals. So anyone can use, auntie, uncle, right, grandpa, grandma, if they can use a web browser, they can use. So you can design all the things that you want. And also one thing, it's accessible via web and mobile app. So Canva, there's an app also. So if you want to download, it's fine. But it's not that useful yet. I think when you are designing stuff on laptop, it's always the best. But Canva is a modern tool, because if you remember, if you use PowerPoint or if you use Photoshop or Illustrator, you have to install something in your laptop, right? And when you install something, you need to make sure your laptop is compatible. One thing, like for example, last time my laptop tak boleh use Illustrator anymore because Illustrator is too hard for the hardware for the laptop. But Canva is different, because if you can access to browser like Google Chrome, Firefox, Edge, right? You can use it already, and you don't have to update the thing. That's the thing. You don't have to update Canva. Canva updates themselves because they are on the cloud. So they update themselves. As a user, we just use Suggest. So it's very easy for us. Okay, so it's called SaaS, software as a service. So we just pay monthly, or you can use it for free also. Okay, so can I get everyone to log into Canva if you're on your laptop? If you're on your laptop, or if everyone already has a account, that is the best lah. Okay, let me share the link here to the chat. Can use mobile app or not? Better, mobile app pun boleh, tapi mobile app for today's demonstration is a bit limited lah, because there's a lot of features is going on Canva, but you can't really access it on phone. You can lah, but it's very hard to carry all the tools. Okay, can everyone see it? Okay, I'll give like 2 minutes for you guys to log in or settle down first, or you can take like a short sip of water, or take some snacks here, because I need to share my full screen here. Hopefully, I don't have something that I cannot share. Just kidding. Okay, everyone can see my screen. Done log in. Okay, anyone who has just logged in or who are still currently trying to create an account, much better pakai Canva desktop version untuk hardcore design. Okay, I actually yes, correct. That's correct. That's actually correct. If you want to done log in, thank you so much. So if you want to create designs, on phone also can, but you can do some simple tasks lah. You can do some simple tasks. Done log in. Okay. Okay. Anyone who is still trying to log in? I just want to make sure everyone is on the same page. For the ones on phone, just give it a few minutes for the ones on laptop because they need to log in, and some of them maybe need to create a new account. So I think I'll give 1 more minute for everyone to sign in or try it out. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Done log in. So for the ones who so right now, what I'll do is I'll demonstrate the features one by one now. So we still got time now. We are until 10:45. So we got like almost half an hour. So I will demonstrate also, but as a very good trainer from 24 Consulting, seeing myself, I also prepared like, okay, for example, I've prepared like the whole dashboard, like what does it do here? You see here, click on home, that's it. But it's very small, but you can read it in your free time. Okay. Someone raise hand. Encik Adam.
Hi, Onion.
Yes. Hi, Encik Adam.
Adam UMP, kami ada setengah user akan ada problem lah sebab sebelum ni yang mana yang dah sign up awal-awal dia akan dapat pro, tapi tak pasti kenapa yang baru ni bila dia menggunakan email dia tak dapat, dia jadi free trial je.
Oh, you nak guna pro ke you nak guna free punya?
Bukan, kalau yang ada setengah user bila dia sign in menggunakan email edu.my tu dia auto dapat yang education punya tu lah.
Oh ya, betul. So
tapi ada setengah user yang baru dia bila sains dia still dapat free version sahaja.
Oh, okay.
Dia boleh tak guna untuk training ni?
Okay. So, sesiapa yang, so for training ni, I akan show free dan juga pro juga. So, actually for Encik Adam punya problem kan, maybe we can discuss later because I actually didn't, I didn't know that, I think this EDU problem is some licensing problem lah. EDU domain, yes. So for example, my Canva right now is actually an EDU account with my friend. So he's under an organization and I'm part under there. So I'm using the education plan also. So, but for today's session, the free one is fine. The free one is fine. But Encik Adam, maybe we can discuss that later if you need some help on asking that. Okay. So for the ones who are using free is okay, no problem. Okay. So coming back to my slide. So basically, I have written down everything that you need to know in the Canva. So before I even go to the demonstration, there's home. First thing, there's home, Canva. So when you log in Canva, this is the first thing that you see lah. Okay. Then there's Canva tools. So Canva tools basically means when you are inside the design, this is what you see there. And later I'll show one by one also. And I will show you what's the most that I've used and what is the least that I've used also. And the third one later, I will also share how you can work together, share things together. And I also give you all the details you need to know lah. When you select a text, you can do what. Okay, when you are selecting an element, what you can do. When you're selecting an image, what you can do. So I'm just very quickly going through everything because I want to show you on the spot. Okay, everyone ready? Yeah. Hey, we have 150 people here. Damn, my God. Okay, I see a lot of thumbs up. Okay, let's go. So everyone can see my screen, right? Okay, yeah, okay. So when you are going to Canva, this is the first thing that you see. So for the ones who have already known Canva, please bear with me because there's some people that are still starting out to exploring. So I need to make sure everything. Okay, so the first thing is Canva. So basically, when you see the Canva logo here, basically, this will be when you click here, it will go to the home button. Okay, this one, you will go to the home button. So here, when we start from the left. So home is basically this page where you can see everything. Then projects is basically when you have created a design, it will go here. So macam folder lah. It's like folder. So you see, like the recent design I've done, the Canva workshop, I did it here, right? My face is here. So you can see all the recent design here. So this is project. Then templates. So this is the thing that I want to highlight the most. Templates, there's so much templates here. You see, when you click on the templates here, you can see when you scroll down, there's upcoming events. So for example, Christmas is coming up. We tak celebrate lah. Tapi if you need someone, you can just click this and use it. But if you notice, ada satu pro sini, tengok tak? Can see that? Can see a pro here, a very small crown. It means that this is paid. It means that this is paid. So you tak boleh guna. So let's say this is a free account, right? I need to use this template. Tak boleh. I can claim offer. Okay. So for free one, that's the limitation. The first limitation for free versions. But it doesn't stop me from creating designs, and I'll show you how. So templates, there's a lot curated by Canva. You may like, wow, festive Instagram posts. There's presentation. I think everyone here needs presentation. This looks quite nice, right? This looks quite like student project, right? Okay, flyers. Okay, so this is just some examples. I won't show everything today, but feel free to explore it during your free time. So if you see here on the left, there's a lot of categories. Like let's say you need something for business. Okay, there's business templates. You need something, business cards. business cards templates. So you can find everything here. You can find everything here, like social media, education, right? A lot of people from UMSA today. See, there's a lot of things that you can use here. Education is not limited. Maybe you can use this for your flyer, right? This is the templates that is available here. And there's also video, guys, in Canva. You can edit video here, but today we won't be covering because there's a lot of things to cover. So video is one of the things that you can do here also. So when you're in templates, you can see all the things here. Okay. So moving forward, brand. So what is brand? So brand kit is basically something that you for pro users only. Brand kit is for pro users only. So to be honest, it's not much of use if you are not using the same color over and over again. So for example, let me go back to my Canva here. Let me go back to my Canva here. If you see, I have a brand here. Oh, wait, I have a brand here. Brand. See? So if you see, there's colors here. You see, this is the 24 consulting color. You can see all the colors here that we have. Or I can show you my past company brand kit. This is my past company brand kit. You see, I have the logos here. So I can just add the logo. I can just use the colors here. So that is brand kit. Brand kit is basically you can, the colors, also the fonts also, you can upload some your own fonts on the top, and you can also have your own logo there. So you don't have to carry your logo every time. You can just drag the logo from there. Okay, but for most people here, I don't think that would be that much of a use because most of the time we can always upload things there and it's easy for free versions. So for apps, this is the most interesting one. And I think a lot of people here still don't know the 80% of the apps here. Same as me, actually. Because if you see, guys, how many apps are there? There's so many, right? So it's the same thing like the tools right now. Like ChatGPT, if you have used ChatGPT, there's a lot of other GPT inside also. So it's the same thing here. There's a lot of apps that you can do here, which you can actually explore on your own. And most of them is free. Okay. So apps later, I'll cover these apps later also. So for Dream Lab, this is interesting. For the ones who have already logged in, Dream Lab is actually a AI image creating tool. So it's like macam ChatGPT ada DALL-E kan, or some people they use Mid Journey. So it's an AI prompting imaging. So let's say, for example, let me prompt something here. Create a maybe I say chicken I tak tahu lah. Chicken swimming in a lake wearing a red scarf in winter. Scarf. How do you spell scarf? Oh my god. Maybe a red shirt lah. In winter, snowing and freezing. For example, create. So sekarang dia akan oh, I think I'm lagging. Am I lagging, guys? Am I lagging? Am I lagging a little? Can I get someone to say no? Okay, not lagging, okay, good. So no, okay, thanks. Thank you so much for the answer. So you see, guys, I've created it. Right. It's actually quite nice, right? And also you can edit it. You see, if you click on it, you can edit. Meaning to say, yang uni ni tak pakai kan? Okay, so if there's any, okay, I think there's some discussion going on in the chat about the uni license, right? So usually for your information, sorry to disrupt the class, but for information, right? For example, I'm from Taylor's University, and it really depends if your school gives you the access or not. So I have a friend, his school actually provides edu plan for the students. So it's actually depends on the school licensing lah. Okay. So coming back to here, Dream Lab is actually an AI creating tool. And to be honest, this feature here has already existed for at least 5 years. So when I was still using this back then, it was very bad. It was very bad, but it was still a beta version back then when I was started working. So right now it has been so much better. You see, if you see, there's a realistic one like chicken knee, realistic, then different styles. Okay, but if you are using a free version, that if you see on the top right corner, there's 18 credits, so it's very limited lah. Okay. But this one, we won't be using much today also, to be honest, because if you're trying to create a design, in Canva, the most powerful one is the template. So you don't have to worry too much on that. So let's go back to the home page. I hope everyone is clear with that. So there's a lot of things going on here, but you don't have to worry too much because right now what we are going to do is the search bar. The search bar is the most important. Okay, so let's search something here. I want to go faster a bit because I think I want to cover some shortcuts later also. So let's say, what do we want to create today? Let's say we want to create a flyer or a presentation. Let's say a presentations, okay? A presentation. The search bar is the most powerful here. You don't have to go to find the templates from the left side just now. Just search something. So let's say you want a presentation. Let's give it a more things to say, like education presentation. And suddenly you see the templates suddenly go back to school already. Okay, so let's say if someone is from MOH, right? Medical presentation. Right now, it's all the medical vibes, right? So let's say you are from law, they have also. You see? Law presentations. Okay. So let's pick education since most of our people today are from school. So let's pick this literature. So basically, if you don't see any crown here, it means that it is free. It is free, so you can customize this template. Okay, so if I'm too fast just now, just click on this literature project, customize this template. Okay, so here, right now we are in the dashboard Canva tool. So it's the same lah. So let's go one by one. So basically, I want you guys to see the file first. So when we are deciding on the dimensions, right? Here's where you can see the dimensions here. So when you click file, here you can see 190, 180, 1920 and 1080 lah. So this is the dimensions. So basically this is like 16:9, 16:9. Okay. So later I will show you how you can create some custom design also if you need. Let's take it as an example first. So let's go by the same thing. Let's go with the site also. Design. When you're using design, right? You see there's a lot of templates here you can use. Or you can apply all 13 pages. So this is what I mean. So let's say, let me delete all this first. So when you're using design, you can also apply all. So when you say apply all, you see, immediately they added all the templates here. See, templates. Or if you don't want to do this, let's say you have a title slide lah, or you have a table of content, you can also click on this overview. Okay, I just nak this ini je. Ni nak. Okay, presentation. Okay, what? Okay, or you want this. So if you add a thing, you can add as new page or replace. So that add as a new page. See here, maybe I can put here thank you for joining. Right? Then this is why you need to do. So this is how you can customize the templates. Okay, so let's go one by one. So basically design here is all the templates you need. All the templates you need. You click on design. you can use template, or you can also find other templates here. As long as there's no crown here, it means that you can use it. It's very nice. So let's say I want this lah. I want this template. Apply lah. Okay, now I have a different vibe here. Or same thing as a search bar. Maybe I want medical today, medical presentation. Okay, I like this. You see, this one got tudung also, so it's very like local. So I not use this. Okay juga, right? So remember, the search bar is the most important one. Anything you can find here. So the second one is element. Element is very important also. So let me add a page here. So element, what does element do? Element is basically also one of the most important thing in Canva, because in elements there's shapes. So what is shapes? Shapes is basically a square lah. Like you can do things. You can make it big, right? You can make it big. You can make it this, or you delete. Then you can see all the shapes here. There's so many things here. There's lines. You can edit lines. You can have stars. You can edit stars. You can have this, right? So elements is the most important thing here also. So when you are creating an element, you can see on the top here, you can choose the color. So when you click on here, you can choose the color, blue. Then you can also edit the weight. So what is the weight? Is like the stroke lah on the side, right? You edit the stroke. You can also edit the stroke color. Then this is the corner rounding. You can edit the corner also. Okay. So this is something that you can do lah. Okay. So elements are also one thing is very important, because sometimes guys, when we do slides or when we do it, like you want to add something, right? You want to add some like macam ni medical presentation. I want to add doctors. So here I can find also doctors. Doctor. This one, but this is paid lah. Let me find something that is free. Maybe this one. You see, without the crown, maybe I can put this here. Something like this. I can make it sing it a bit, right? So elements is where you can in Canva, that is very good, because there's a lot of resource that you can use without going outside. So last time if you use use PowerPoint, now they have some search function also lah. If you right now, if you are using a tool without any resources, what you can do, you need to do is doctor illustration. I go Google lah, doctor illustration. Maybe I take this, I copy image, I put here, like that lah. Maybe this is what most people will do. But here, since there's so many things here, right? You can just use, like, this is free. This is free. You see? What I can do is I copy the text here. Right? It's done. It's done. Right? The first page is done already. So that is the power of Canva, and why later I will suggest everyone to actually get the license also, because it's just so much easier. Like, just makes things very easy lah. Okay, so same thing in elements, just search for things, because you usually you don't have to come down here and do. You can do tables also. But usually what you need, you will search for it, right? So in elements, that's what I'll suggest lah. Just search for things. Okay. So that is the first thing. So design is templates. Element is the things that you need to add. Next is text. So what is text? It's very easy lah. Same thing as your docs or anything. Just add something. Just add, let's say this is a text, test. Okay, you can also add a subheading. This doesn't really matter, because what you can do is you can always increase the size of the text. Okay, you can always increase the size of the text. So when you are creating when you are using a text, you see the fonts here, Canva Sans. When you click on it, there's a lot of text you can use also. And you see, you have all kinds of fonts that you want. All kinds. So anything that you need, you can find here. But same thing, when you are seeing a crown, it means that it is paid, so you can't really use it. So that's one thing lah. Okay, so you can also change the text color here, right? You can edit the color to this color, right? You can also italic it, same thing as what you can do here. And you can align left, align middle, align right. You can add a bullet point, right? Add spacings, and also effects is quite fun also if you find. So I have actually listed everything in the Canva sites, so you can actually try it out later. So for example, I can add shadows. I can add shadows, then you can play around with it what you want, you know. I can add shadows, right? I can also animate it. You see? When you are doing slides, it's quite nice, you know, when I create, you see? Oh, but it's a bit lagging lah, okay? But it's a bit lagging. So this is how you can play around with the slides also. So one thing I want to show also is this copy style here. I think everyone here knows format style, right? Style formatting in docs. So what you can do is copy the style. Let's say you want the test to be the same. So you just click. It's the same. So same thing. Let me undo the thing. Undo is here. Undo and redo. Or you can Control Z or Control Shift Z lah. So let's say I want this style. Just copy style. Done. Also can. Or another thing. Oh, I think this one is pro version. Okay, let me skip that. So this two is the base lah. So this two is the basic thing that you can do lah in text. So next thing is brand. I have just covered just now. So here is upload. So this is where you can upload photos lah. So for example, I like this photo. Let's say I save this image. Okay. Here, I can just drag this here. Upload. Then here is where you can find all the images here lah. See the image here. Okay, good. So when you are using image, right, there's also something you can do. So when you are doing image, just now we went through elements and text, right? Right now is image. So when you are dealing with the image, let's use me lah as an example, right? Very funny photo. So you can edit the photo here. If you see, when you see, it's different, you know. When you are clicking on text, there's no edit. When you're clicking on image, there's an edit button here. And when you are clicking on an element, it's different. So there's three things. Image, you see, edit, background remover, anything, right? Text, different. Element, different. So this is the three main pillar in Canva lah. So let's say we are doing image, right? I can edit the image. So when you go edit, right, you see adjust. Adjust, basically, you can adjust the temperature, adjust the thin, so you can play around with this, you know. It's the same thing like your mobile app, so you can do the same thing, everything. So this is the first thing. The second thing is filter lah. Maybe I think I look bad, so I just want to add filters. So I can also add the intensity here of the filters. So here, right now, let me revert back to the. Let me use a new image again because there's too much going on. So here, I can also add shadows, you know. You see, I can add shadows here. I can add outline, I can angle. This is what you can do in Canva. And this is free, guys. This is free. And also you can blur it also. Maybe I think my face not good. So I just drag. I just macam ni lah. like the penjahat kan. Okay, so remove, I can remove also. So this is something you can do. You see effects, you can also face retouch or something. So there's something else you can do. Apps also. So when you click on image, you scroll down to the bottom, you can see something that you can do here also. For example, you can shape cropper. You see there's so much things. This I didn't even explore this because in the pro version is different. So let's say I want to shape, I want to love, add to design. You see, now I have a love here. So guys, this is all free, you know. This is all free. So feel free to explore during your free time. Okay? When you go upload, remember there's three things. Remember that's just remember these three things. When you are using an element, for example, a shape, there's different things that you can customize. When you are doing text, there's different things that you can customize. When you are doing images, there's different things that you can customize. Okay. So later is the draw function. Now this one is the least function that I have used. So I don't really use it because you can't really draw like a shape. Like for example, let's say I want to draw a flower. I need to do like this. So it's very hard. So Canva is not meant for doing creative drawings or anything, unless you have a pen, unless you have like you have some the designers, they will use those pen, right? Yeah, maybe you have that, you can do it here. But for us, maybe that's not what most we will do lah. Okay. Sorry, may I ask, where do you save the pic, in desktop of Canva? Okay, so in Canva, it's like a storage also. So for example, let's say I like this picture, right? I save first. I save to my computer first. I save to my desktop first. So when I'm here, you see right now it's here already. It's here already. I save in my Canva first. I save in my laptop first. Then only I upload to it. So either you can drag it here to upload, or you can upload files here. Click on upload files. Here, you can click on upload files. Click on here, or you want to upload this photo, right? Upload. Okay, I hope that is clear. So that is how you upload things here. Okay, so I think that's most of it. Also, again, apps, there's a lot of apps that is going on here. So for example, I don't know if this app is here, but so let's say in apps, let me show you again. So basically in apps is where you can do a lot of things you didn't know you can do. So for example, let's say, sometimes I want like the Uniqlo logo. Maybe I want the WhatsApp logo. So what I need to do? I need to do sometimes you just need to go WhatsApp. And this is a common practice also actually. WhatsApp logo. So I find okay, this one, you see, when you see the checkers, it means it is transparent. Okay. So I'll just copy image, or I can save the image like just now. I can paste the image also. You see, this is how you add logos. But with apps like this, like I go apps here I search brand fetch. This is the app that I have used. Brand fetch logo. So I use this. So what does it do? It gives me the freedom of finding logos here. So let's say I can find WhatsApp here. You see, all the logos are here. And guys, this is free. This is all free. Very messy right now But what I mean is, apps like this is actually free in Canva. Can you believe that? So just try and use it, like apps, everything from the left. Just try everything. Okay. So this is most of the things. I see someone in the chat. Tuan Asno saying show background remover. I will show that. So what you can do with image also is you can remove background. But if you see here, background remover is actually for pro users only. So let me show you background remover here, back in my pro Canva. So if you guys notice, my image here is using background remover, right? So what I will do is, let me add a slide here. I'm sabotaging my own slides. So let me find, maybe let me find someone here Maybe I hope I can find Ali or someone. Okay, let me find. We have Ali here. Okay, so same thing I just now remember. We can edit the pictures. We can do something here. But here you see background remover is actually usable. So let me click on it. So what it will do is basically crop out the main people here. Okay, so this is a very bad example because there's people here. So the fun fact, this is the JDN class that we have done. So what you can do here, you can crop the thing out So it's like, oh, okay, like that. Maybe that's what you can do. Or what you can do is you click on background remover again. Sorry, again, I hope I'm not going too fast. Background remover again. I click on erase, brush size, I can increase, then I can remove like that also. But it's very hard lah. Like until here is you need to be very specific already. So the best thing is to find the image that is the best for background remover. For example, like me, like the picture. Okay, like for example, like this image like this, I know immediately I can use background remover because it's very obvious. The thing is that, so when you click on background remover, the camera will also understand, okay, this is the thing. So for example, you can have this going on. But one thing, this is for pro users lah. Okay, so before I think I'm almost hitting the lunch hour, not lunch hour, I mean the break. So just give me like 3 more minutes. I just want to show something else. Then after the, maybe we can after the session, maybe I'll cover a bit more of like a shortcuts or anything. Okay, so guys, when you're doing a design, you can share things together. So how can you work together? For example, if you guys use Google Docs, you can type things together, right? Okay, same thing as Canva. You can work together. So basically, in my uni time, 5 people will work on the slide together. Everyone work on one slide. So 5 minutes after. Oh, someone say click, 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 done. I love background remover, so easy, right? So for example, how do you share something? So when you go to Canva, you go to the top right corner, click on share. Here, you can add people here. Maybe you can add Ali, right? But I don't want to do that. I want to click on the collaboration link. Click here, anyone with the link. So here you see, can edit, you can choose lah. Can edit, can comment or edit. So you can copy the link here. Now I want to paste it in the chat. So anyone who is using Canva, can you please come into this link? Anyone who is using Canva right now, can you come into the link? You see, there's people here. Ali, okay, can you type something here? Maybe you go to the text bar. Say, let's say I use this lah. Hello. 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 Oh my God, so many things going on right now. Hello. Okay, I want to see you guys type something. Pancho is here. Put the things here. Okay. I love this. I love this. Oh my God, I'm taking screenshot of this. Okay, so there's so many people here. Oh my God, there's actually a lot of people here. Who is this guy? Who is this? Oh. Wow, Onion is here. Okay, guys. It's been a chaos here. Oh my God, promoting 24 consulting. I see what's Ali doing. Okay, so this is how you can this is so funny. Okay, so this is how you can collaborate in Canva. Okay, this is great. Okay, I see Ginger and people drawing. Okay, nice job, everyone. So this is how you can collaborate. So again, let me add another slide. Okay, so let me add another slide. So let's say I go to new slide, right? It's the same lah. I go to share. I go to here. You remember here, you have to click anyone with the link. Here, can edit. Then you can copy the link. Then you can paste the link here. Okay, everyone, is everyone clear with that? And with that, thank you for promoting 24. So with that, let's take a 15 minutes break until 11. So there's still something that I want to cover. For example, what's the pro feature and what's the free feature, the comparison, and as well as some shortcuts that you can use and some recommended extensions that you can immediately use and you'll find it very, very useful. So let's come back at 11. I hope to see everyone here. Don't go away, please. A lot of things at the back. And remember, there's certificates, there's a surprise at the end, and there's something at the end. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, see you guys at 11. 11 sharp. Okay. Is everyone clear with this? Is there any questions? Because this is actually the end of before I start doing some summary, there's some mini assessment, everything. So is everyone clear with this? Good? Good? Okay. Since everyone has no questions, clear, good. Okay, I really want everyone to be clear. But no worries. At the end, I'll have some surprise for you. Not just that, it will really help you to learn the resource. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, since everyone has no question, let's do some mini assessment, okay? So what is the 5 design principles? Can anyone type it in the chat? What's the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one? Don't go to the practical steps yet, okay? The first 5. Apa cantik harus pandai. Wow. What is the 5? What is the 5? Can you guys type in the chat? I just want everyone to like revise that on your own. Okay, the first one is alignment. Yes, correct. What's the second one? What's the second one? Alignment. Okay. Second one is contrast. Great. Upper alignment. I love that some people is using the upper cantik harus pandai. Alignment, contrast, hierarchy. Okay, the fourth one is not power. The fourth one is proximity. Correct. Hierarchy, proximity, and white space. Correct. Thank you, everyone. I think that lives in your mind, right? And I tell you, guys, next time you see anything, you will immediately see, oh, alignment, white space, everything. Wow, onion. Wow, onion. Yes, semua hebat. Okay, nice. So what is the practical steps? Always find what before designing. This is a bit hard. Always find upper before designing. Inspiration. Oh, yo, nice, I thought this is harder. White guy. Someone say white guy. Always inspiration. Inspirasi. It's in the slide. Oh my gosh. It's in the slide. Oh, I accidentally spilled it. Okay, so what is the second one? Use what to ease your process? Template. Inspiration templates. Design principles. Okay, always use templates. And the third one is always apply the 5 design principles. Okay, thank you so much for that. And we have 5 more questions. Okay, so before creating a design, which criteria should you identify first before you started creating a design? Type the answer in the chat. I want to see everyone answer in the chat. All, F. Great, great, great. Nice. Semua. Yes, correct. Great job answering it. Correct, it's all. Remember, before doing any design, find everything here first. Answer everything yourself first. It will make your life so much easier. Thank you for your answers. So what's this, the next one? When you receive a task, what is the best approach? What is the best approach? Like, should you start designing immediately or you communicate first? B. Okay. Wow. Everyone is answering. Thank you so much. Okay, so everyone here is very good, to be honest, because I'm telling you, even designers do this mistake also. But I don't blame them because I think communication is very underrated when we are doing design work. Okay, because people think, okay, university kan, actually that also, and also I've met some designers when doing works when I'm working lah. Like I think I've shared the example just now also. Like the boss say, hey, buat ni banner. Then dia terus buat tau. I'm like, apa ni? Dia terus buat. Then suddenly the boss say, hey, why you design in A4? I nak buat dekat social media lah. So she needs to change all the design again. Then she's stressed lah. So I think that is like, design starts from communication itself. You have to understand the 5 things here, then you start designing. Okay, that will make your life so much easier. So the third one, what is one key benefit of observing the design around us? Wow, very fast, Puan City, very fast. What is the answer here, guys? A, B, or C? B. There's only 2 answers. 3. Oh, yo. A lot of answer. I think I'm somehow lagging at the second monitor here. Great. B. right? You learn to identify what makes a good design or effective. Remember, learn from the brands around us. The brands that is closest to us, they are the big brands. They are the industry standards. So learn from them. And one thing also, learn from what you like. If you like music, learn from what your singers do, because singers, they can't just sing and make things go work. They need to sing, they need to promote there's the marketing side of that. They need to promote their website, they need to promote their social media. How do they do the poster? Everything matters, okay? So what is one great way to practice using a design tool like Canva? I've shown you just now. So what is the answer here? Okay, B, okay, this is very straightforward lah. But also, if you have time, A and B. Oh, someone say A and B. Nice. So if you have some free time, let's say you are the 10 minutes you can watch something. But let's say you are trying to use Canva, try experiment something like the apps there's so many apps there's 100 apps there. Like I don't think you will somehow just come across randomly. That's very hard. So experiment the tools randomly. Okay, so what is the last question here? What mindset leads to a better, more effective design? Perfectionist, experimenting, or focusing on the message? C, okay. Thank you so much, guys. This one is not, I think all these questions, thank you so much for the answers, everyone. So I think all these questions, it seems like, wow, like macam, it's very obvious, but I don't think it is that obvious, because from my industry working experience, it's actually common practice, but no one is actually practicing it. So let's say if you have the design mindset, if you have the workflow done, it will make you so much better of a designer, because you are a better communicator, right? You communicate better with the task giver, which is the requester. You communicate better with the audience. So it's both ways. Is there any question? I heard someone is turning on their mic. Oh no, okay. So yep. So that is thing. So correct. C, number C. Okay, so last time before we end, do you have any questions for me? Or do you want to know anything? Or do you want to know some tips on something else? Anything that I can help you? You can type it in the chat, or you can just speak it out. How to contact you other than social media? Oh, you can contact me through my, oh, oh, okay. Everyone is asking for my contact. So you can either, let me share with you my LinkedIn, I hope. I don't think everyone has LinkedIn here. Sorry. Let me click on my profile. So if you have any questions, you can always connect with me on LinkedIn, or you can contact me through my email. I think I will be it's effective if you contact me through email, because I always read emails. But you can always connect with me through LinkedIn also. So if you have problems with websites, you can always contact me also. For example, I've built the 24 consulting website. I have also built the Fuzzy Balls website. So if you have any questions regarding designs, everything, because as I said, design principles and everything, right, is very intuitive. For example, the download fact sheet here is design also, even if it's docs, right? Or if our company profile here, see, it's design also. Everything is design, if you notice. So if you have any questions, or not just marketing not just design if you have any questions on marketing or like the workflow, everything, you can always contact me through here. Yeah, they want your number. Okay, I give my number I think this is just for people here oh, one, two. Okay, Okay, this is my number here. You can WhatsApp me. Just say hi and say hi. I'm from your webinar just now. I'm one of the supporters. Yes, you can contact me lah. Okay, I saw someone say this for image. I hope future you can make for video editing in Canva. Sure. If that's something a lot of people is asking, I'll definitely try and do that, because you can actually make quite great videos in Canva, and it's quite easy also because of, I wouldn't say the limitations, but it's more of the simplicity of the app. So you don't, one thing, you don't get to do too much things in Canva. That's one thing. So for example, in Illustrator, you can do like strokes, like you can make logos, like everything. Although that makes the app better for professional designers, it makes it more complicated for the ones who just need to do some flyers and presentations. And that's why we are using Canva, because maybe only 5% of the time I need to use that thing. 90% of the time, Canva, even the free one, can fulfill my requirement. Okay, and that's how you can evaluate whether you should go with Canva or you should go with Illustrator, or do you need to get the pro version for yourself or for your team. Okay. Okay, let me see if there's any question. Of course. Okay. Pan Sudana, of course. Okay. So since there's not much question left, you can always ask me anything, or actually after the session ended, or through email, or just connect with me on LinkedIn. Okay. So let's do a quick summary and recap. The first thing we have learned, we are almost ending, guys, so don't worry. I want to get everyone to go lunch very quickly. So the first thing is the 5 key design principles. So we have learned apa cantik harus pandai. Wow. Okay. Create a clear, balanced, professional designs. The second one is the importance of finding inspirations and templates. So before you do anything, find inspiration first. See how Uniqlo do it. See how someone do it. Then you can try and recreate that design for yourself, or you can use a template and beautify it your own. Or if you want to use template, then you see, hey, Uniqlo do this, so I want to add that element inside there also. It's fine. Be creative at that sense, but not trying to recreate everything on your own. That's very dangerous. Okay. Third one, use and practice Canva. So although Canva is comparably easier to use than Illustrator or Photoshop, you still need a lot of practice. And people think, hey, I use Canva only, so easy. Actually, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as Illustrator and Photoshop. You still need to familiarize yourself with the tool. So practicing it is the one best way. So I think what I can offer everyone here is, let's say if you have any designs you are not sure, or you are trying to practice design, you can send the design to me through my email or my contact number. Then I'll not critique, but more like give opinions or something, because I don't think there's bad designs. I just think that if you met every design principles and you have followed some templates, everything, it should look good. But in terms of if it's nice or not, it's very personal and very subjective and depends on the goal itself. Okay. So the fourth one is creating an effective workflow. Remember, define all the things before you design. That's very important. For example, I don't design the slides like straight. Oh, I need this, that. But in the end, I found out, wow, a lot of things missing. I think that's one thing I haven't shared in this class also. At first, I thought I just want to make a good presentation. But later, I thought, so what if they don't have any resource to give? Then in the middle of doing the slides, I'm thinking of, I should give them some resources. For example, the slides, or for example, the surprise at the end. So if you have that in mind, you can be easier to create everything, to be honest. Okay. So creating an effective workflow is very important. And the fifth one, of course, is the mindset of great design. Okay, observe the design again, see everything, Nivea, mouse, Tupperware, tissue, everything It's everywhere. Just try and apply the same principles there, and you'll get better and better. Okay. So, of course, to end the meeting, before we go to the certificate part, remember, grab things there. And also the second thing is just to be curious. That's the thing. I think I don't know if you guys will do that. So when I see, like, let's say I see a display screen there, right? I'll go touch. hey, is this, what screen is this? Or when I see a poster, like for example, this book here, what material is this? Because let's say you want to print something or you want to do something, maybe this is not your job, because my job is a marketer, right? I would try and feel, oh, because I need to print this, so I need to know what is this paper, what is that material. So same thing that goes with your field or everything. Just try and be curious on how the successful brands or people are doing, and try and follow their success. And I think that's the best way to learn. And you don't have to worry, oh, is this good or bad? Because it's big brands, so it's definitely met some standards, right? So congratulations, everyone. I want everyone to give a clap to yourself. You have made it to the end. So yes, clap, 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 clap. Okay. So congratulations, everyone. You have made it to the end. Before we end, I have some words. So first of all, really, I'm really thankful for everyone who have joined. We have a lot of supporters from UMSA, Digital, JTN, and a lot of other our past customers here. So I'm really appreciate everyone here joining here. This is my first time training on design, and I hope the session was very valuable for you, and you have learned something. And later at the end, I'll give you something that you can immediately use to enhance your design. Okay, thank you so much. So before we go to the certificate, I would love if you guys could scan this QR code or give us some Google reviews, because we didn't really how to say, we really hope we can get some feedbacks in Google itself, right? So let me share this link with you guys. Okay, yep. I hope you guys can access to it, but this is optional, guys. So if you like the session, if you don't want to put too much comment, you can just put some stars there. If you have some critiques, feel free to do so. I don't want to make this like obligation for everyone. It's completely optional. So thank you so much, guys. So if you want to leave us a review, feel free to do so in the chat. So wait, give me a second. Okay. Let me give you this link here. Sorry, guys. Okay, again. This one I want to show, actually, it's not because I didn't create a QR code. Okay, so everyone, please scan the QR code here to do your certificate and feedbacks. So you will you will immediately get, let me send the link to the chat here.
It's in the chat already.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ali. Love you. So when you fill in the feedback form, you can actually immediately get the cert stuff. Okay, I think I removed the certs from the QR from the chat because I wanted to make that a slide for everyone to use it later. So please don't go first before I share the last thing here. Okay, so everyone, please scan the QR code here and fill in the feedbacks, and you will immediately get the certs again. Yeah, I just want to clarify this again. Okay, I think I will give you like 3 minutes to just try and do it. And yep, let me put this copy. Okay, let me add this here. Okay, you can scan the code here. Don't forget the branding. Okay. For anyone who has done, can I get a done in the chat? So I know most of you has already filled in the feedbacks and has gotten the certs.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the Excel.
Okay, help me, Ali, you can help me monitor a bit lah.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Okay, we've got 3 people already filling up.
Okay, I think most people will be doing up soon lah.
Yeah. For those yang tak dapat the cert, don't worry, because I think I see 2 or 3 people haven't gotten the cert. No worry, Onion will send it up to you guys, yeah?
Yes, for the ones who haven't got the slides immediately, right? I will actually send it right after the session ended. So I just want to make sure every one of you actually fill in the feedback form, because in the feedback form, after you have done, we will actually send you both the slides as well as a workbook that I've created. So this was the surprise that I was saying lah for you guys. So this workbook is a summary and some activities and exercise that you can do immediately. So it's a summary of it. So in case you forgot, always go back to the workbook or the slides itself, so you can actually find the resources that you need. Okay, so let me paste the link for the workbook in the chat, so you can wait, let me say workbook. Thank you for everyone who has done. So everyone who has done, thank you for the surprise. No problem. I hope it is helpful. I hope it is helpful. Yeah. So anyone who has done, thank you so much. You can download the slides here. You can download the workbook here. Remember, as long as you have filled in the feedback form, of course, this feedback form will be part of the attendance for the class also lah. So as long as you have filled in the feedback form, you will receive the slides and the workbook link inside the certificate email also. So don't worry. Can't submit feedback form. Li Ching, is there any problem with the feedback form? Thank you, Onion.
Just check
No
the link again. Shouldn't be any issue.
Yeah, thank you, Onion. No problem. The link is there. So if you have any
Yeah,
questions, right?
Hmm.
Okay, get it done. Okay, thank you so much. So I hope everyone has gotten it.
Can. Hey, can we ask you guys for a quick photo? One last
Yeah,
photo, then we wrap
let's
up.
do one more photo lah. Just now we took photo, it's like 100 people, 50 people. Now we have 100 something. Thank you, already received the cert. Thank you
Okay,
so
great.
much. Okay, Ali, let
Yeah,
me,
take photo.
I'll take the photo.
Mm.
Okay, can we do a photo, guys?
Okay, on
Wow,
camera.
wow, a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people. Wow, hey, there's 96 more. Hey, there's one thing about Google, I cannot see everyone's face.
Did you adjust the tile
Yeah,
size?
I make it the max already.
Yeah, that's a problem. It's okay lah.
Okay. Okay, I done. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let me take a group photo. Okay, wait, let me do full screen. Okay, wait, let me hide tiles. Wow, everyone. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see a lot of
All right.
familiar faces.
I'm just hiding the ones without video, so at least we can see everyone with a camera. Okay, cantik.
Then Ali, you help me take some also lah from your end.
Can.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, on count of three, let's just do it. Yeah lah. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You are free to go if you have any questions.
Yeah, boleh makan.
Yeah, boleh makan. Yes. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave. I'm here until 1 p.m. lah. So if you have any question, you can always ask us. So if you want to follow our LinkedIn, everything, Instagram, TikTok, our TikTok just hit 10K followers. You can follow us there lah. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.